This is a topic that you've probably heard about, because it's been everywhere, which is Article 13. Now, for those that are living under a rock and aren't aware, Article 13 is a directive that the EU are trying to put into place that will essentially restrict a lot of what the content is on YouTube. Now, there are some people saying that it won't, and then there are some people saying that it will. I'm going to err on the side of caution and say that it will. Basically saying that unless you can prove, and this is the way it is, that unless you can prove you own the copyright for everything that's in the video, YouTube are going to end up having to block that video within the EU. Now, for me, it is an issue and it isn't an issue. I'll explain what I mean. It is an issue because some of my videos, perfect example, we'll talk about the Chris Benoit video. First off, I had that blocked in all countries when I first uploaded it because there were clippings from the WWE. And it's because they're a big corporation, and it wasn't even public at that point. As soon as they saw them clips, it was like, right, we're gonna block that, because especially with the topic being Benoit, block, literally just block. So what I decided to do was take those bits out because I knew it was the in-ring stuff. So I took those things out, kept the podcast stuff up, and a few other things within it, and then uploaded it and everything was fine. I didn't have a strike through Chris Jericho because I was putting parts of his podcast in, or the other channel that I put a clip of one of their videos in. I didn't get struck off any of that. But when Article 13 comes into play, that video will no longer be visible here within the EU. Because I don't own the copyright to those clips. Now, a lot of people saying, yeah, but it could, if you've got a license to use it, then it's fine. It's like, yeah, but not everybody's going to have the license to use it. Not everybody's going to have the license to use clips that they don't have license to and they don't own the copyrights to. And YouTube, because they're such a big company and there's so much stuff being uploaded onto the platform every minute, that they will have to block things, and then you'll have to request a manual review, even if that is possible, for them to then see whether it fits with under Article 13 or not. Article 13 is completely disregarding fair use as well, which doesn't help. So, for example, PewDiePie, biggest person on the internet, or should I say the biggest person on YouTube, at the point I'm recording this, I'm going to say that now. At the point I'm recording this, the last time I checked, he was still up by a couple 100,000. So I'm just saying. He does videos about Dr. Phil videos. Now, when Article 13 kicks in, those videos are blocked in the EU. Because he doesn't own the rights to the Dr. Phil videos. The news could potentially get hit. Because they don't own the copyright to some of the videos they use. Now, I learned about this first off through Phil. I have had a lot of things pop up, especially because I am in the EU for now. I'll explain what that means in a sec. Because the UK is still in the EU at the moment, we are still under the rule of Article 13. Now, depending on the way Article 13 lands and Brexit lands, it depends on the actual full impact to the UK, because if there's an overlap, then we're probably going to have a couple of months. But a lot of people, there are ways around it. I have one on this, but I don't have it on my laptop or on my mobile, which is a VPN. For those that don't know what a VPN is, it basically means that if I switch my VPN on this, and then I go onto any website, say I go onto YouTube, and before I go onto that, when I go onto the VPN, I can select a country. So when I go to YouTube, it will think that I'm in America. If I select the US, it will think that I'm in America when I'm actually here within the UK. So I can bypass Article 13, but not everybody's going to be able to do that. I can't do that on the TV downstairs. I can do it on my tablet, I can do it on my mobile, I can do it on the laptop. And I can't do it on the Xbox downstairs either. Those two items, I can't do it on. And it's like, even my intro could potentially get blocked because I don't own the rights to the song. So Article 13 could really kill a huge part of YouTube, because although the UK, and should I say rather the EU, it's not the biggest thing in the world, but it's pretty up there, and there are a lot of people within the EU that watch videos from the US, from South America, from Canada, from Australia, from outside of the EU. And it's like, even when the Brexit thing happens and the UK leaves, will we still have to abide by Article 13? And if we don't, does our content then get blocked from people, from the view of those in France? It's like, from a social commentary channel, it's a pain in the ass, because a lot of the resources we use, if I have a resource, I automatically put it down in the description if it's an article, or if it's a video, I put it in the iCard. Occasionally I might forget to do it, but 9 times out of 10 I'll do it. But because we're not owning the full rights to everything we use, that's where the issue kicks in. A lot of it is because people on YouTube are using music from other creators, and it's like, yeah, but if the creators and the studios that those creators work for are that fucking bothered, they can get it blocked. And there's several creators that do that all the fucking time. And when it comes to news articles, you can read 10 articles and then create your own mind and do a video on it. But do you own the full copyrights to that video because you've used information from articles from other people? And these are the questions that it's not answering. It's not answering these questions. It's also not answering the question of, what about fair use? Where I have the right to look at a video clip, show you that video clip, and then discuss that video clip. I'm within my right to do that, but according to Article 13, I'm not. But according to fair use, I am. So we'll just have to wait and see. Hopefully a lot of this kickoff will happen. This video is probably going to go up Friday, because I want to get the Joy one out Wednesday and the update one out on Monday. So that's the plan anyway. That's the plan. But yeah, I'm gonna... A lot of it is a case of wait and see. Again, because I think if Article 13 is given the go-ahead, the countries within the EU have up to 22 months to enact those. The companies that operate in the countries within the EU have to set things in place. But because of the overlap between Article 13 and Brexit, I don't know what's going to go on. So we'll just have to wait and see what goes on that front. So we'll just have to wait and see. There's just so much going on at the minute in multiple different forms. It's like, there's that much going on with politics and all sorts. It's enough to drive you mad. Oh, it's a good job I'm not a political YouTuber. I'd have gone insane by now. Anyway, I'm going to bugger off, and I've got one more video to record, which is one for my craft channel, and then I'm going to chill for the rest of the night because I need to get some sleep as well. So stay safe, be good, have fun, and I will see you very soon.